Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton and beyond. This week, we speak to Thailand's mixed doubles duo, Dechapol Puavaranukroh and Sapsiree Taerattanachai, as they share with us their rise in world badminton. And we're in East Europe to learn more about the development of the fastest racket sport in Croatia. Thailand are beaming with pride. The nation stood on the winner's podium in Gold Coast after grabbing bronze at the Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017. The Thais have impressed in Australia and caused one of the tournament's biggest upsets by defeating the number 2 seeds, Denmark, to reach the last 4 of the competition. Particularly red-hot all week were the mixed doubles duo, Dechapol Puavaranukroh and Sapsiree Taerattanachai, who won all their matches. The pair have been a revelation this year, and stellar results at the elite level have seen them climb into the top 10 of the world rankings.
This year, we finished runners-up in the World Superseries and at the Badminton Asia Championships. So I think we're progressing, and that'll motivate us to keep on improving.
When we paired up, I saw it as a chance to do well and make Thailand proud.
Thailand enjoys a healthy club system, and it's in badminton clubs that Thai players hone their skills. 20-year-old Dechapol and 26-year-old Sapsiree are products of one of Bangkok's prominent badminton academies. Talent scouted from provinces outside the capital, they joined SCG Badminton Academy in their teens, and it was only 2 years ago that they ventured into mixed doubles.
In 2015, I was not playing mixed doubles, so I told my coach about my interest. He liked the idea and asked me if I was certain I wanted to play mixed doubles, and I assured him. He consulted the head coach, and after that, Dechapol and I became mixed doubles partners.
In their first international outing at the 2015 US Open, a Grand Prix Gold tournament, the newly formed mixed doubles pairing reached the semi-finals, showing great potential in their partnership.
When we competed for the first time, we finished third. The US Open was our very first tournament, and we had a good result. So it motivated us to train harder and improve to get better performances.
Reaching the semi-final in the US was good for us because after that, we finished runners-up in India. I was happy because we worked on our partnership and we played better together. Our improved chemistry on court helped us.
Dechapol and Sapsiree have been showing impressive results this year. The Thai pair celebrated their maiden title at the Swiss Open, and it was the breakthrough victory they craved after falling at the final hurdle in 3 Grand Prix Gold tournaments. And their performance in Basel caught the attention of the badminton world, especially after they defeated world number 1 Chinese pair Zheng Siwei and Chen Qingchen in the last 4.
I was delighted to beat the top Chinese pair. We met them 3 times previously, and in the 4th meeting, we beat them and won the championship.
Unbelievable. Rally of the match. It's gone wide! And Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai have beaten the world number 1s.
It was a success. We have continued to improve from coming in 3rd, then 2nd, and then 1st in our 4th final. Finally, getting our first title felt great.
The triumph in Basel solidified the Thai pair, and they went on to reach the finals at 2 elite-level tournaments, the OUE Singapore Open and the Badminton Asia Championships. Though gallant in their efforts, Dechapol and Sapsiree finished runners-up in both, losing to Chinese rivals Lu Kai and Huang Yaqiong. After 5 straight career losses to the world number 2 pair, the Thais have vowed to change that statistic.
I felt more confident after the Swiss Open, and we've beaten almost all pairs in the top 10, except the Chinese pair. We have met 5 times but have yet to beat them, because they are strong. So we would like to develop their tough qualities and improve.
We have to hit heavier shots and improve our speed. We also need to cut down on unforced errors and have more power.
While most shuttlers will be looking forward to participating at the BWF World Championships in Scotland, the world number 9 pair have different targets in August.
We will not be going for the World Championships as we are participating in the Southeast Asian Games, where we hope to make Thailand proud. We're not sad to miss the World Championships as we'll go next year.
If we can win gold, I'll be very happy to bring glory to Thailand and make our people happy.
This Thai pair are on the rise, and hopefully we'll get to see Dechapol Puavaranukroh and Sapsiree Taerattanachai strut their stuff more on the big stage. Time to test your badminton knowledge. In this week's trivia, we want you to name the first player to win consecutive Olympic singles gold medal. Need a clue? This shuttler is from China. We'll give you the answer after the break. When we return, we speak to the organisers about the successful staging of the Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017. Before the break, we asked you to name the first player to win consecutive Olympic singles gold medal. The answer is Zhang Ning. The Chinese women's singles player added an Olympic gold medal to her cabinet in 2004, following her triumph in the World Championships the previous year. In doing so, Zhang became one of 3 singles players in the world at that time to win the World Championships and Olympic Games in successive years. 4 years later, in the Beijing Olympic Games, the Chinese ace reignited her magical performance. At the age of 33, Zhang extended her gold medal reign and became the first singles player to defend an Olympic title. Australia gave the badminton world one of its most unforgettable moments at the recent Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017. In Gold Coast, Korea bravely defeated 10-time winners China to claim the coveted status as World Mixed Team Champions. But the celebrations weren't exclusive to jubilant Korea, as organisers were also proud to create history.
Australia hosting the Sudirman Cup is not only just Australia. Sudirman Cup in all previous Sudirman Cup has been in Europe or Asia. So Sudirman Cup in Australia is the first time it is in this Olympic ring of Oceania. And you can imagine all the countries in Oceania are very proud.
Badminton is not a major sport in Oceania region in any of our countries, so what better promotion can we get than to bring the world's top players to us, get it on TV, have it going out to the world and to the local community.
Since winning the bid to host the BWF major event 3 years ago, administrators at Badminton Australia and their various stakeholders have worked hard to put it together.
This came about because of the fact that we run the Australian Open in Sydney and we were supported by the Tourism New South Wales, and Tourism Queensland has asked us if we can bid for a major event, which we did together with Tourism Queensland for the Sudirman Cup. Getting all the information out to the whole world on the teams to compete, getting all the volunteers together, they are the key to all events, as you know, apart from sponsors, and just being able to understand the whole process of running a Sudirman Cup. That's a lot involved for us.
Holding a competition of this scale was always going to be a challenge, but the sport's world governing body, the BWF, were confident that this year's Sudirman Cup was in capable hands.
They've done a lot of homework, lots of things that they needed to get their heads around how to do it. It's a fairly new venue that we needed to also obviously get our heads around how that would be set up as a competition venue for such a championship.
We do know our regulation. We run a super series, as you know, so we understand what a major event is like. But we are definitely an open door. We are not, there's nothing to hide. So we've been working with BWF closely, and they've been on site meetings and that sort of thing to make sure that what we're going to deliver is, the best possible.
The tireless efforts by the organisers have also translated into exciting opportunities for the Oceania region. Staging the Sudirman Cup Down Under has given some of Oceania nations a chance to participate in a world-class badminton event.
This year we have teams from Fiji, from New Caledonia, from Guam, from Tahiti, and that kind of, you will never get them to play in the Sudirman Cup or Thomas Huber Cup in normally. But the fact that it's here in Australia, they come.
And they will tell the other players in their country what great experience they've had, and they'll be the young kids, and that's what they'll aspire to play in. So it's all about pathways. But we need those big bases, but we need the top happening as well, so they know that, hey, I can go and play at a world event, I can go and play in Olympic Games.
I've just seen world-class players that we've watched on YouTube and on TV. We get to see them in the flesh and play. It's very, very motivating, and also just something that we can do together as a team. And such a big occasion, but we're going to do our best and see what happens and try and enjoy the moment.
Making their presence felt as well were the badminton fans from the region. To witness badminton at the highest level and support their nation was a rare opportunity not to be missed.
I'm in an exam period, so I had to make special time for this Sudirman Cup, and I came here. It was a long way from the city, and I just saw them, and I'm so happy that they're here. I'm so proud that we're actually getting from French Polynesia to some big international event. It's very huge for us.
Helping the Oceania cause was also the allure of beautiful Gold Coast. Renowned as a holiday destination, it simply made this year's Sudirman Cup all the more memorable for visiting players and officials from all over the globe.
The atmosphere in Gold Coast was so wonderful. It's probably one of the world's best tourist spots. The sights are beautiful, the beach is great, the air is fresh. We haven't had trouble adapting at all. We enjoyed ourselves. Gold Coast is fantastic.
With Korea's exhilarating triumph topping it off, many will agree the Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017 will go down as one of World Badminton's most exciting and successful events.
I'm sure it will be a lot of exhilaration of energy and overwhelming emotions, but I'm sure there's a legacy set after the event. Regardless of who wins and whatever, that for Australia and for Oceania, that we did run a major event. We did involve all the badminton community, and I'm sure everyone will be very proud of this tournament.
1, 2, 3.
Grand Prix Gold action took centre stage in Bangkok, and fans were treated to top-class badminton at the SCG Thailand Open. Finals day action began with women's doubles. Indonesia's Dechapol and her new partner, 19-year-old Apriyani Rahayu, took on Thailand's Chayanit Chalatchalam and Patama Mwenwong. The Thai pair started off well, but with a very experienced Gracia calling the shots from the other end, they lost their grip and allowed the Indonesia duo to break away. Gracia and Apriyani continued their dominance in the second game. After 45 minutes, the pair won their first title with the final result, 21-12, 21-12. Women's singles was next, and Thai fans were treated to an all-Thailand affair. Former world #1 Ratchanok Intanon was up against teammate Busanan Ongbangrampan. Rachanak was in the hunt for her first title since winning the Singapore Open last year. Despite resistance from her compatriot, she took the first game, but Busanan fought back and leveled the score in the second, forcing the match to a decider. Fans were treated to an exciting battle in the third game. Busanan tried her best to keep pace with her senior, but at 16 all, Rachanak turned the screw and raced to the finishing line. 21-18, 12-21, 21-16 the final result after 1 hour 24 minutes. Men's doubles continued finals day action at the Nimibutra National Stadium, and Indonesia's Berry Anggriawan and Hardianto were up against Germany's Rafael Beck and Peter Keesbauer. The Indonesians were in command throughout the encounter and easily took the first game without much resistance from the Germans. It was the same scenario in the second, and the Indonesia pair clinched their second title of the year with a convincing 21-16, 21-16 result. In the men's singles final, Indonesia's Jonathan Christie faced India's newest hero, 2017 OUE Singapore Open winner Sai Pranith B. It was a pulsating contest that went the distance, with both players entertaining the crowd with their skills and craftiness. In the first game, Sai Pranith was unable to capitalize on his lead at 16-14 and gave the young Indonesian shuttler the advantage to surge forward and seal the opener. The 24-year-old from Hyderabad bounced back in the second to level scores at 1 apiece. The final game was a neck-to-neck battle that could have gone either way, but the Indian shuttler held his nerve and reeled off 2 straight points to wrap up the match. 17-21, 21-18, 21-19 the final score. The mixed doubles final concluded an exhilarating week of badminton action in Bangkok. Reigning mixed doubles world junior champions, China's He Chi-ting and Du Yue took on Malaysia's Goh Soon Huat and Siobhan Jamie Lai. The Chinese pair was on fire in the opener and easily wrapped up the first game. Goh and Lai fought back in the second game and took the match to the third game. But they were unable to match the barrage of shots rained down by He and Du in the decider. After just under an hour, the young Chinese duo claimed their first ever Grand Prix gold title. After the break, we're in Croatia to find out more about the progress of badminton in the country. Get connected with us on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook and tell us what you think of the latest news. Or perhaps you just want to leave an encouraging post for your favorite player on Facebook. If you've got any comments or photos, share them with us on these social media platforms. The Dubai World Superseries Finals features the top 8 singles and doubles pairs of the 12-leg MetLife BWF World Superseries circuit. With 4 out of the 12 tournaments completed in England, India, Malaysia and Singapore, let's take a peek at the mixed doubles race in the Destination Dubai rankings. China's Lu Kai and Huang Yaqiong lead the way after the Chinese pair clinched 3 Super Series crowns in England, India and Singapore. Following them are compatriots and Malaysian Open champions Zheng Siwei and Cheng Ching Chen. Dechapol Puavaranukroh and Sapsiree Taerattanachai of Thailand sit in third. England's Chris and Gabby Adcock are in fourth, and Denmark's Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen have climbed 3 places to 6th. And despite making early exits in the last 4 tournaments, Sudirman Cup heroes Choi Sol-gyu and Che Yu-jung occupy the final 8th spot. Log on to BWFWorldSuperseries.com to read all the news and information on the MetLife BWF World Superseries tournaments. The Destination Dubai rankings are updated every Thursday following a Super Series event, so check in on the site to keep up to date on the top 8 players in singles and doubles making their way to the finals in Dubai. Asia's dominance of badminton at the highest level is without question. Asian prowess was evident at the recently concluded Total BWF Sudirman Cup 2017 in Gold Coast. All 4 semi-finalists were from the continent, and the Mixed Team Championships has never been won by a non-Asian nation. But they are not unchallenged. Europe are their closest rivals, and in the last few years have made progress in closing the gap against their Asian counterparts. European achievements on the world stage have inspired developing badminton nations to dream big.
Spain is certainly the guide to all of us that everything is possible. Last year, Denmark won the team championship in Asia and showed everyone that Europeans can deal with Asian selection if there is a quality work in association.
The Balkans is one of the European regions enjoying an increase in badminton interest. Badminton Unlimited had visited Serbia and Bulgaria previously, and this time we made our way to beautiful Croatia to learn more about the sport in their country.
Our association was formed at the beginning of the 90s, as it in the most country a group of enthusiasts has established in Croatian Badminton Association. Badminton on the Balkans has a long tradition thanks to colleagues from the Bulgarian Federation. Croatia and Serbia have won the first medal prize in the European Junior Championship. Albania has joined our big family, and actually badminton has been taking a big step in the past few years in our region.
Our cameras were in the historical city of Dubrovnik during the Valamar Junior Open, and we caught up with the Croatian national junior team to find out about their developmental plans.
Croatia doesn't have so many players, so if a player is talented and gets good results, we select him into the team. We have national team under 15, junior team and senior team, and in every team there's about 6-7 male players and 5 to 6 women players.
The squad may be modest in comparison to established badminton nations, but their shuttlers share the same passion and enthusiasm in pursuing their dreams.
It is very dynamic, it's very hard physically and mentally, but at the same time you really enjoy playing this sport.
My brother was playing badminton and my sister too, and when I saw them I was like, oh my god, I want to play it, and then I'm here now.
I get selected at the national team when last year. My dad came home and told me that, and I was very excited. First I don't believe it, but then it all goes good.
Croatia have been making progress in recent years and have shown promise with some of their young shuttlers coming out on top in the European competitions.
Our best achievement is women double gold in under 17 championship. A few years ago the players were Katarina Galinic and Maja Pavlovic, and it is the first Croatian European medal. And last year Inga Sadajic and Josip Meglic won European circuit under 17 in mixed doubles, and that is also one of our best achievements.
The local administrators are keen to increase the participation numbers in Croatia, and to ensure that badminton continues to grow in the country, efforts are made to develop the sport at the grassroots level.
Many activities are being conducted in Croatia to improve badminton. We have introduced badminton to school as a part of the process of physical education, and this is probably one of the most important things, because the kids did not have a real picture of what badminton was. Croatia also accepted shuttle time program in which physical education teachers are trained for badminton leaders in school sections.
Plans are in progress for a high-performance training facility, and the local governing body sees this as a big step towards helping their players on the winning path.
Our biggest project and ambition is a Croatian National Badminton Center where all players will train together, and I hope it will be realized by 2018.
Our main goal is to build better infrastructure, finding resources for top trainers, promoting badminton at all levels such as school, sports, para-badminton, badminton as the best recreation, and organize more international tournaments in our country at a higher level.
They are dreaming big, and with the right attitude and determination, it is the hope that Croatia badminton reach heights as breathtaking as the country's beautiful landscape. Let's take a look at the tournaments coming up in the next few weeks in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. The MetLife BWF World Superseries returns to action in Jakarta, so mark those dates for the BCA Indonesia Open. Next week we chat with Thailand's top men's singles player Thanangsok Semsombungsuk. And Slovakia shares their Sudirman Cup experience in Gold Coast with us. See you next week!